Due to the values, beliefs, and behaviors one inherits, people's identities are constantly affected by life-changing experiences of globalization and forgiveness. These carvings of one's past as a result of crucial experiences are scattered throughout the remarkable portrayal of Saru Brili, the subject of Garth Davis' 2016 film Lion. Saru's life has been constantly depicted as being affected by his post-traumatic youth and the later use of forgiveness to mend his sense of self. In addition, Saru was adopted by an Australian family, and he used the same modernized globalization technology to discover his biological family, which enabled him to connect more to his Indian heritage. Thus, a person's identity is hugely impacted by the effects of interconnectedness and reconciliation. Given that the life of an average human is filled with conflict and adverse circumstances, forgiveness liberates a captive identity that allows an individual to move on. The aphorism that forgiveness of oneself or others result in a further development of one's identity was frequently emphasized in the film Lion.
Face reality!
When Saru projects his resentment onto Lucy during a conflict, the on-stage camera movement and furious tone evoke a sense of incapability, confirming that overwhelming feelings of guilt lead to a volatile mindset, thereby disrupt positive relationships.
Life's looking for me?
The gloomy nighttime scene also illustrates how Saru's self-blame has kept him isolated and prevented him from progressing. However, the scene changes from night to dawn when Saru and Lucy make up on the beach, demonstrating how forgiveness frees people from isolation and gloom. Moreover, the sound of peaceful calming waves and the reassuring voices as they speak reflect on how confronting guilt heals relationships.
Home from the station.
As Saru imagines his path to his culture through Godot and Ganesh Tali's train tracks towards the end of the movie, the scene finally shifts to a warm morning and affectionate proximity, directly related to the orange lighting when butterflies encircle Saru, demonstrating his capacity to overcome his engulfing traumas. Therefore, applying forgiveness often helps those who have been imprisoned by the past experiences to emerge with a more refined and self-aware identity. As the globe grows accustomed to various droplets of diverse cultures and beliefs, significantly divergent traditions often lead to a fractured sense of identity, yet establishing a balance between cultures allows one to generate a deeper sense of identity. These struggles in achieving harmony between contrasting cultures are explored in Lion as Saru attempts to consolidate his Australian sense of self with his Indian heritage. When Miss Sood teaches the children Western etiquette, the warm lighting and orange palette convey a welcoming, familial atmosphere, which contrasts with the cold lighting and blue palette when Saru is leaving on an airplane, demonstrating the fear of being separated from family and sacrifice of cultural identity. However, in the encounter with Jalebi, symbolic of his culture, childhood flashbacks are revealed, indicating that the global sharing of ethnic foods permits the reunification of one's prior identity. Ultimately, the restorative potential of globalization's technology is established when Saru searches his home through Google Earth. His nostalgic body language during his search enlists his anticipation of the rediscovery of his lost identity. Furthermore, as a result of society's unrealistic notion of a globalized utopia, many people's identities are imprisoned between deep cultural thresholds. Nonetheless, when these cultures are balanced, globalization improves familial relationships. Thus, a person's idea of their own identity is realigned by forgiveness and globalization. Through Saru's experiences in the film, Lion demonstrates how forgiveness abstracts an individual to another perspective of their identity. Furthermore, the film mainly depicts how globalization's benefit of a stronger connection to family ties makes you feel more attuned. As stated, regardless of how a person's identity is established by their genes and determinations, globalization and forgiveness contribute to the continual extension of a person's identity.